Welcome back, Nuggets. This mother clucker has some thoughts. Let's ruffle some feathers and get into the video. While you're here, don't forget to like and subscribe, my little nuggets, so I can catch you every video. Okay, so we are doing Vlogmas days 7 through 10. I was going to just do the trio, but then another little video dropped this morning, and I feel like it fits with these really, really well. So I have edited out quite a bit of content, a whole lot of like old clips that she added in, and some shameless plugging of Cameo, and just little bits and pieces that really don't add any value to this video. Okay, so let's get started. Vlogmas day 7.
Hey guys, hello, welcome to another day of Vlogmas. So I real quickly just want to apologize for yesterday's breakdown. It was literally a Vlogmas breakdown. When I tell you I have a lot going on in my life, I really mean that, and not everything I want to share. But a really big thing that is weighing on me is Rarity. Like her whereabouts, it genuinely scares me and I'm worried. But no matter what, Tommy said she will never stop looking for her.
Okay, so with a few days of hindsight available to us, obviously, I think what she's talking about, these horrible things that are going on in her background is actually that the decision's been made that she's going to be going home. I don't believe that this decision was made mutually, nor do I believe that Amberlynn has opted to leave. So she's presenting this as rarity concern at this point, and I am going to call it for what it is. I don't think you're any kind of decent pet owner if you've lost your pet and you don't stay there to try to continue to find them. Amberlynn doesn't exactly have any ties in Oklahoma. Why didn't she set up accommodations in Wisconsin? Obviously not with Tommy, because she, I don't think she wants Miss Reed there anymore, just saying.
I know a lot of people think I live in Wisconsin. I don't. It was a lengthy stay that became lengthier because we loved being around each other, which then became lengthier once Rarity went missing. I was not going to leave her here. I don't know, that's a lot and a whole other subject that we will talk about some other day. But regardless, I just want Rarity to be safe, warm, fed, watered, loved. She's the most precious baby. And I do not want to have another breakdown today because I feel bad that you guys had to experience that yesterday. But just know that even if I'm smiling or doing other things, Rarity is right here at the forefront of my heart and of my mind.
I mean, it just comes across as ingenuous at this point, doesn't it? Here's the scenarios that are going on in my head. Either this was always to be a holiday of some description. Whether it was to be an extended stay or not is kind of irrelevant. But if that's the case, she should absolutely have not taken her pets with her, especially not her cat. If, however, it does make sense that if Amber was thinking that she wasn't going to be returning to Oklahoma, it would make sense to take all the pets to orient them into this new landscape. So if that were the case, I'm wondering if it was either a trial for living together, because, merging two adults together with pets and everything can be quite a process, or manipulative Lynn thought that she would be able to convince Tommy to let her stay. I personally would not put it past Amberlynn to try and trick Tommy into letting her move into her house. But seemingly that did not work out. So we will find out in the coming days what's happening. I think if this were a trial and it failed, that this relationship will fizzle out relatively quickly. If it was Amberlynn trying to be manipulative, I also think this will fizzle out quickly. So best case scenario for this relationship, it was always supposed to be a holiday, but who the cluck knows?
So I want to show you guys another early Christmas gift that Tommy got me. It is a beautiful pair of gold hoop earrings. Aren't they so cute?
Okay, so these early gifts now make a lot of sense because perhaps Tommy had bought these before she either knew that the relationship was failing or knowing that there was going to be an end to this trip before Christmas hit. But I could have sworn that in the past, Amberlynn has called herself a silver and pink girly pop. And these are gold hoops.
You guys want to literally meet the sweetest dog you'll ever know in your life? Hi, my name is Milo.
Okay, firstly, yeah, this dog is really freaking cute. Look, it's an old boy, so adorable. But you'll also notice this dog is wearing a collar. I wonder why that would be.
My makeup bag is looking chaotic. All right, we still have a little bit of a chaos going on, probably for you guys, but for me, this is organized and I use every single one of these products. Everything I needed to throw away is now thrown away.
Okay, I edited out a lot of this because it was literally like minutes of her just pretending to be an influencer and then 30 seconds of silence while she just repacks it. I think it's pretty clear at this point. Actually, I think it was pretty clear at the time this video came out that she was actually packing up her things. But now we know that is confirmed to be true.
All right, so we have another gift from Tommy. And I figured, let's get my real raw reaction on camera. Babe, is this real? It's Billie Eilish's autograph. It's under this. This is the authentic. Thank you. I'm like cheesing about it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna put this in a frame and everything.
I mean, I think this is a really nice gift to get someone. Probably would have been cool to see it in a frame or something like that, but like I think that this is very tailored towards something that Amberlynn would really like, and I think that's quite sweet. So what do we think? Do we think the relationship is dying and this was bought or possibly recorded before that point? Or do we think this is just a nice little like farewell gift? I don't know. Tell me what you think.
Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next Vlogmas. Bye.
Okay, so Vlogmas day 7, some gifts, some packing, that's pretty much it. I do think at this point, clearly she was trying to hide the fact that she was going to be leaving. So she was making it look like she's organizing herself, but yeah, we know better now. All right, let's move on to day 8.
Hello. Welcome to a new Vlogmas. So I do want to talk to you guys about something, and I know people are going to get very upset with this decision. I am fully aware of that, but I think I need to do what is best for my mental health. And I'm doing that in several different areas of my life right now, even if it is hard, or it's like the one last drop of water that overfilled the cup. So for me, it's 2 instances, and yes, this is about my cat Rarity. First one is people comparing it to a cat that my uncle had who lived across the street from me when I was 4 years old. That was an outside cat that went missing.
I mean, I do think that it does. I do think this is a little bit of a reach, but I think what people are trying to do is set a pattern for poor treatment of animals. I think going back as far as childhood is kind of irrelevant. We've seen so many more examples of Amberlynn being a poor pet owner in her recent history, which is much more pertinent to the conversations that we're having. So I don't know, kind of a non-issue for me. But once again, Amber, why are you addressing this? Why are we still responding to the public? Stop responding and just do your vlogs. Just keep going.
When people compare that to Rarity, it invalidates the pain that I'm going through with Rarity, and it kind of takes away everything that I've shared about this situation. This whole thing has been absent. I have lost a fur baby that I considered, my daughter. Like, I can't have real children. That was taken from me when I was diagnosed with cancer. My fur babies are like my kids.
I find this such a low blow. Like, okay, as someone, I also do not have children, nor do I plan to have children. And I, as you know, am a massive animal lover. Even extending to wildlife around me. I have a real driving instinct to nurture all of those tiny little faces that exist around me. And I do consider them family. I do consider them like children, as much as I can imagine what it would be like to have children. But to bring the cancer card, it's just, Amber, it's not good. Don't do that.
I was never taken care of as a kid. I was never taught normal things. So when I started raising 3 fur babies of my own, that was a big change for me.
Fun fact about me, I also wasn't taught things. I also wasn't raised properly. And yet here I am, a fully grown adult, researching things that I don't know, making sure that I'm educated before I take things into my sphere of responsibility, and becoming an informed participant in the act of caring for an animal. You can't, at what, 34 or whatever she's about to be, turn around and say, oh, it was my childhood. That's not good enough, Amber.
I have never and would never do anything to hurt them or to make their existence harder. I have tried everything I can to love them and care for them because they are ultimately my world.
Okay, I've already gone through this in a past video, so go look at that if you want. I called it Amber's neglectful cluckery if you'd like to see my take on it. But you did hurt them, Amber. You did. And it was through negligence. It wasn't through you trying your best. It was through utter ignorance and negligence. I'll leave it there. I've already ranted enough on this topic. Let's continue.
And then the whole voicemail thing where it's like, I want to show you guys that the deceased cat that the Humane Society has is not rarity. And I didn't feel comfortable like sharing the girl's voice. So that's why I took a screenshot of the voicemail. But it's like people are like, oh, that was probably Tommy who actually sent that voicemail, or Amberlynn probably sent it to herself. So you know what? Just one last time, just literally one last time, to prove that I'm not lying, here's the voicemail.
Okay, I'm not going to be playing the voicemail. I know there's been plenty of other channels that have done it. Just in case this was a real person, I believe this person did not consent to being put on the internet, or at least I don't have any evidence of her consenting to being on the internet, so we'll just skip that. But once again, my point in keeping this in here is, why are we proving this? You know, it doesn't matter what Amber does, and she's just said it herself. There's always going to be a camp that believe her and a camp that think she's lying. So long as those two things are a constant, which they always are, and I think they pretty much are for every content creator, right? But so long as those two camps exist, there's no point in trying to prove things. Just brush it off as, oh, well, they believe me, they don't. Let's get on with our day, right?
People always want to think that there's more to the story and that I'm lying and that this or that, and it's just become a lot. It has. But what I am deciding to do for my mental health is I am no longer going to be talking about Rarity at all. But I can promise those who love her that if she is found, I will tell you. But till then, I'm done talking about her.
This just rubs me the wrong way. I mean, I kind of think that all of this shouldn't have been on the internet in the first place, but now that it is, it just has such a message of, I've grieved, I've moved on, we're done now, right? I am still grieving a rooster that I lost 5 months ago, and he is still in my heart, and I'll still tear up from time to time. I could not imagine just cut and dry, you know, not talking about that anymore. It seems insane to me.
And to have to like every day defend myself is just exhausting. I'm done defending myself. I feel defeated and I feel exhausted, and it's not good for my mental health.
And that's exactly why you shouldn't have been defending yourself in the first place. This should not be a back and forth conversation. If you think about the line of production, for example, in, let's say, fresh produce, right? You've got the primary producers that are the farmers. They grow the crops, they harvest the crops, and then you have the supermarket as the secondary step, where they purchase the fresh produce, they put their little stickers on it, they package it and put it in their stores, and then finally the consumer comes in and purchases it. But once it's hit that second line, the first line, that is the farmer, doesn't go into the grocery store and say, hey, I don't like how you've packaged this, I don't like how you've presented this, so I'm going to stand here and tell people exactly how it should be. It's like, no, the farmer was done with his initial step. And in this case, Amberlynn is the farmer. Once she has uploaded, then the secondary line comes in, and that is the reaction channels. And then the viewers consume that. And just like with produce, sometimes you get customers that want to go to the convenience of going to a supermarket, and sometimes they want to go direct fresh to the actual farmers markets, right? And that is exactly the same with Amber. So You've got people that don't want to watch her dry. They really want the reaction content. And you've got the people that want to be a little more purist about it and watch her. But my point being, once that upload has happened, there should be no more comment from Amber. It's done. It's not her business. It's out of her hands. Leave it alone.
There are other things in my life. I don't want to like say anything personal, but things with like my dad, my brother. And yes, my foster mom passed away, and that's hard.
I do find it interesting that she's bringing up all of these people that we really haven't heard about in great detail before. I am sad if somebody passed ahead of their time. I don't know the situation. I do think that this is really more of a distraction technique, and I also have a small inkling that this may have been used towards Tommely to maybe create a little bit of guilt in sending her back home because she'll be alone. Just my feeling, not fact.
Like, I loved her dearly. Like, if it wasn't for her, I don't know. Like, I graduated high school and I was able to experience college. Did I graduate? No. That foster mom and my foster dad literally changed my life.
I mean, that may be, it may not. My opinion stands. I think it's very odd that this is coming up now.
And those are just the things that I'm like willing to share that I'm currently going through. I don't want this Vlogmas to be depressing because I like to go back and look at old Vlogmases, and to know that this one has been just like miserable for me. I have to take the steps, even if it's hard, doing things to improve my mental health. And one of them is no longer talking about Rarity. And I'm tired of constantly trying to like defend myself, improve myself. Like, I just can't do it anymore. I can't. And I hope that you guys like genuinely understand that, please. Again, I am sorry this Vlogmas has been depressing, but I am going through a lot right now, and that's definitely reflecting in my content. And I hope that to change soon. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed this Vlogmas. Thank you for spending it with me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Okay, so day 8 is not really full of that much content either, but it's a shame that she didn't keep her attitude from one of her previous videos where she's like, cluck everyone, and she gives the finger to us all. Like, that attitude would have been perfect. I would have loved to have seen her run with that and just live her life unapologetically, and just, if people like it, they like it. If they don't, well, cluck you. All right, let's do Vlogmas day 9. We're ripping through these, guys.
Hello, hello. Welcome to another Vlogmas. I cannot believe, even though Vlogmas has been kind of hectic, let's be real, Vlogmas has gone by so fast so far. I feel like as I've gotten older, the days just go by quicker. I don't know. But anyways, hello, hello. Welcome to a new Vlogmas. So I normally brush my hair after I shower, but I'm not going to today. I just have a lot to do, and it's not fully like on my top priority list. And I do want to recommend this deodorant.
I just wanted to include this. I always think it's funny when Amberlynn conducts herself as though she's like this celebrity influencer for brands, but the brands are like always just like supermarket bought stuff. It makes me giggle a little bit. But if this is what she has fun doing, I am in support.
Okay, so I just gathered, I think, hopefully all of my jewelry from around the house. I had jewelry everywhere, literally.
Okay, so yeah, I had already put this in before I saw day 10, but I was going to say right here, she's packing. She's packing. I know she's packing.
Okay, so I was just doing some things around the house, and I ordered some KFC. Yes, we're gonna start talking about some weight loss again, because I want to lose weight. Like, I just feel so much better when I'm eating better, losing weight, when I'm talking about it. And that's just what's important to me. Okay, so I was literally just sitting here editing, going through some of my clips, and I actually have really old clips that I haven't shown, so I'm just gonna put them here.
Yeah, so I've gone ahead and cut out a lot of these. It's just complete nonsense, and I've kept little slices in. Let's go ahead and look.
Okay, guys, so I'm about to try eggnog for the first time ever.
We're gonna start talking about some weight loss again.
Okay, ready? Oh, no. That way. See, I can run, folks.
I mean, like, what can you say? Let's just leave that there.
So my favorite snack is carrots and ranch, but I didn't have carrots. I had this pizza and I didn't have ranch, but I had the Cool Ranch Doritos.
Okay. I know I'm getting a little sassy after that last one. We know this is all content. It was probably before she mentioned her weight loss, but it just felt a little sassy, my nuggets.
All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed those random clips. I don't even know. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this mini Vlogmas. I am a little bit busy today, so I didn't have much time to film, but I did try to get some filming in for you guys, so I hope that you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
So extremely lazy for day 9 there. And I just think what's going on here is that I'm pretty sure the way this would have gone is Tommy has driven her back to Oklahoma and then has caught a flight back. So we're probably looking at the actual day that this happened of the big trip. So she's not wanting to record that. Maybe we'll get that in the future, but this is clearly just covering up for a little bit of a backlog, including one from Halloween, by the way. One of the clips she included was from Halloween. Like, we're in December. Anyway, let's get on to day 10. I've been excited to say some things this one, my nuggets.
Hello, welcome to a new Vlogmas. I genuinely don't know what I'm gonna do after Vlogmas. Like, this always happens when I'm doing Vlogmas. I love it. It's so fun to be part of something that like so many people are doing. It's like, it gives me a reason to film and upload every single day, and I like that. And for some reason, I don't have the same urgency after Vlogmas. I don't know why.
But why wouldn't you have the same urgency? This is like literally your job. Why would there not be the same urgency to upload, like, maybe not every day, but like most days, right? Maybe take a weekend because people get weekends. I find it really interesting that although she feels an urgency for Vlogmas because she's part of something, she does not have that same definition for the rest of the year for her content, even though she's getting paid for it. It's a curious notion because does that imply that she does not actually think what she's doing is a job? That one would be worth her looking into, I think.
Here is some unsolicited ASMR from Santa Claus himself. Not me having no nails at all. I purposely swallowed super hard as part of the ASMR.
Okay, so I too am a chicken who has been diagnosed with ASMR, and I clucking hate this. I hate it. Oh, this is not good. Don't do this. If you're not an ASMR channel, do not do ASMR.
Okay, you guys, so I kind of just like need to rip the band-aid off in this moment. I have been prolonging this conversation. It has been something that I'm also trying to deal with behind the scenes. I have been going back and forth between, do I go back to Oklahoma or do I stay here for a little bit longer? And I think ultimately the right choice is going back to Oklahoma.
Okay, let's get into this. I don't think anybody actually believes that this was her choice. I think this was Tommy's choice. Now, we've already gone over the potentials that this could have been. It could have been a holiday. It could have been her trying to manipulate her way into Tommy's house, or it could have been a trial on the relationship. Here's my feeling, because I think this will become evident very shortly in the future. I think there'll be another girlie on the scene very soon. Here's some evidence that we have. So we have her early on talking about having breakdowns, talking about needing to be propped up by Tommy. So we've already in a previous video talked about how much pressure that would put on if you were in Tommy's position, right? And you've got a partner at home who is emotionally unstable, and you know that they're not doing anything in the day and they're just waiting for you to get back so that you can fix them, right? That's a lot of pressure. Add to that, we also know that she's been a little bit sassy about getting up and letting the dogs out. every morning, and then she needs that hour just to herself. And that is kind of showing that there might have been a discussion about division of labor within the household, which is a very logical thing to do when you move in with someone. We've also seen that she did some cooking for Tomalee not long ago, and that was mentioned as the first time she's cooked. So we know that she's not doing the cooking in the household. So they're either Tomalee's getting home from work and then having to cook, or they're just getting takeout. And something that was just mentioned was that she's been leaving her jewelry all around the house. So what, she's just being messy in what otherwise looks like quite a clean house. All of these things add up to having a really bad roommate, right? So she's not holding up her end of the bargain with chores. She's messy. She's inconsiderate of personal time. So although I am not at all on Tomalee's side here, I could absolutely see how letting somebody like Amberlynn move in would be like allowing an adult toddler to move in. And I think regardless of what your predilection might be, there are going to be certain things that will be deal breakers, right? And I think just my feeling is that we may have witnessed Tomalee's deal breakers, and that even though she might be getting out of the relationship what she prefers in a bedroom level, it is probably not enough to counteract all the other stuff that comes with Amber. That's my feeling. Tell me what you think.
I'm gonna miss Tommy so beyond much. Like, it has been amazing to fall asleep next to her and to wake up next to her every morning. So it does hurt to leave. I'm not gonna lie. I've shed a lot of tears, and I don't want to bother you guys with that. I don't want to burden you guys with more tears on Vlogmas, because it has been a lot. I've cried a lot this vlog.
I mean, I know that there's some theories going around out there that did she lose Rarity on purpose to extend the trip? I don't know if that was the case, or if she's just been opportunistic with the guilt. I tend to think is probably more the case. I think she was probably royally ticked that she was getting up early every morning, and we know that Amberlynn is not a morning girly pop. And I think she probably was not paying attention like she should have, because it was early and she was annoyed at having to be up early. But on the flip side of that, we've seen nothing but misery from Amberlynn since she's been there. So I have no doubt that this is not her choice to go back, but I think it will actually be the best for her in the long run.
So I don't want to give more of that energy. So I'm going to try my hardest to like just stay positive and look at the positive side of things, and the positive side of like why I've made this choice.
Why I've made this choice. Yes, let's just drill that home. Why I've made this choice. I could not believe her less.
Okay, guys, so I do like a nighttime snack sometimes. So I'm gonna show you guys like my current, like what I like to snack on. Dot's homestyle pretzels.
Okay, last sass. I promise. No more.
Okay, guys, so that is the end of this Vlogmas. Tommy and I just watched a couple episodes of You. I kind of got her hooked on that. One of my favorite shows. Supposedly Season 5 is going to come out sometime in 2025, and I'm so excited for that. Anyways, thank you for spending this Vlogmas with me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Right, so that is a wrap for day 10. I think the vlogs on the coming days will be very interesting to see what they hold. I don't believe that we will ever get the truth from Amber as to what actually went down there, but maybe if they break up, Tomalee might actually come forward, or maybe we'll hear from Alexis again. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? But I think that we're probably witnessing the downfall of this relationship, and I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I think Amberlynn needs to go home. She needs to start hanging out with Mama Lynn again. I really love Mama Lynn. I miss her. I think that she needs to get back on a weight loss program with support from a medical professional, and maybe just stay single for a while. But it's Amber, she's not going to do that, is she? So maybe another fictional relationship might be good. But that's pretty much all I've got. I think that's just not that much going on, is there? other than packing up to go home. All right, that's all the clucks I have left to give today. Stay golden, my little nuggets, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for listening.
Hey, 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 hey! I'm gonna go watch another video. Let's go!